The United States government is hitting its debt ceiling and will soon be unable to pay its bills. Experts say that is going to lead to an economic catastrophe if the debt ceiling isn't raised. Meantime, gold prices are surging as investors seek safe havens. I'm Mark Mester with American Hartford Gold. Let's get into it. The United States government is quickly approaching its debt limit. The United States could default on its debt as early as June 1st, meaning the country would run out of money to pay its bills. Americans could face an economic catastrophe if that debt ceiling is not raised. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned that there could be dire consequences, including job losses, big cuts to retirement savings, and also a severe economic downturn. So you might be asking yourself, what is the debt limit? Well, the debt limit is the maximum amount of debt that the federal government is allowed to borrow to keep paying for programs already mandated by Congress. The United States has hit the debt limit of $31.4 trillion that happened back in January, and since then, the Treasury Department has been using extraordinary measures to keep the government running. So what does happen if the United States defaults on its debt? Well, if the debt ceiling is not raised, that could lead to an economic disaster. The Joint Economic Committee found that a default could cost Americans $20,000 in retirement savings. In fact, Moody's Analytics estimates that a default could lead to 2.6 million job losses and also cause the stock market to plunge by a third, erasing $15 trillion in household wealth. Social Security beneficiaries might not receive their monthly checks too. Also, interest rates would rise even higher. Kathleen Day is a business lecturer over at Johns Hopkins University. The cost to borrow for homes, cars, and credit cards would explode, she said in an email. In short, quote, default would cause mayhem. Consumers are already struggling with higher borrowing costs. That's due to the Fed's record pace of interest hikes. A stalled housing market could also even get worse. So what is the current situation? Well, the House passed Speaker McCarthy's bill to raise the debt ceiling by $1.5 trillion or through the date of March 31st of next year. That's whichever comes first. The bill included $4.5 trillion in spending cuts, including banning student loan forgiveness and adding work requirements to welfare programs. However, the bill is unlikely to pass the Democratic-controlled Senate and House. Now, you might be asking yourself, has this happened before? Well, in 2011, Congress narrowly resolved the debt ceiling. Despite a last-minute deal, the stock market went down 14% over 4 weeks because the crisis, debt rating agency Standard & Poor's downgraded the U.S. debt for the first time. So now that all-important question, how does this impact gold? Well, during the 2011 debt ceiling crisis, gold hit $1,900 an ounce for the first time ever, and then it reached a record high at the time of $1,910 an ounce. Today, gold is aiming to surpass $2,020 as its safe haven appeal gains alongside debt ceiling worries. An extension in the United States debt ceiling could even result in a downgrade of the United States long-term outlook. This would have a negative impact on the US dollar, Treasury yields, and also the S&P 500, all of which can drive the price of gold higher. Now, the government is playing a dangerous game of brinkmanship with the economy. If the debt ceiling is not resolved, retirement funds could drop off a cliff. Now, people looking to protect the value of their funds should investigate gold. I'm Mark Mester with American Hartford Gold. Please give us a call to learn how a gold IRA can safeguard the value of your portfolio.
Discover how gold can help you protect yourself and your family. Call today or visit our website for more information at AmericanHartfordGold.com.